46 years ago, at 4 p.m., on the 16th of August in 1977, millions of fans all over the world went into shock when Elvis Presley's father, Vernon Presley, made the announcement on the steps at Graceland that Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, had passed away. A call came to the Memphis fire station number 29 at 2:33 p.m., which then dispatched a number 6 ambulance to Graceland, which transported Elvis to the Baptist Memorial Hospital.
Good evening. Elvis Presley died today. He was 42. Apparently it was a heart attack. He was found at his home in Memphis, not breathing. His road manager tried to revive him. He failed. A hospital tried to revive him. It failed. His doctor pronounced him dead at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Elvis was declared dead at 3:30 p.m. on August 16 at Baptist Memorial Hospital in the star's hometown of Memphis. At noon the following day, a white hearse transported the body of Elvis back home in a copper casket, the same as his mother Gladys had been buried in, and the same that his daughter Lisa Marie was buried in earlier this year. Vernon had overseen every detail of his son's farewell. Elvis was dressed in a white suit given to him by his father, and his hair was cut, his sideburns freshly dyed. Vernon overruled objections, to insist that the fans be given access to Graceland to pay their respects. The open coffin had been placed in the archway between the living room and the music room on the south end of the house for the family to take some private time to say goodbye. It was then moved to the main foyer of the house, where fans would enter under the columned portico and into the home of their idol. The following morning they began to transport the thousands of flowers outside to the cemetery. It took 100 vans almost 4 hours. On August 18, 1977 at 2 p.m., the funeral service began at Graceland, followed by a ceremony and burial at Forest Hill Cemetery.
The big crowds became bigger as the time of the funeral approached. Some people came with their own wreaths and flowers. The iron gates of the mansion, with their decoration of musical notes, were decked with tributes, and others were taken inside the grounds which surround the house which Presley built for his mother. Fans, some of whom said they simply didn't believe that their hero was dead, told me why they were keeping their vigil.
I'm an Elvis fan. I have been for 20-something years. I loved him, loved his music. Sure did. And I'm real sad about what happened. Had tickets for his concert for next Saturday night. Gonna keep them as souvenirs.
As the lines of fans became longer, the police prepared for a huge job of crowd control in temperatures of over 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
The white Cadillac hearse slowly made its way from Graceland and down Elvis Presley Boulevard to the Forest Hill Cemetery Midtown, followed by a line of 14 white Cadillacs limousines, where he was to rest in peace next to his mother. Thousands of fans lined the boulevard for their last farewells.
Don't be cruel, teddy bear, dancing hips, and long black hair, old friend, you crossed my mind today. Las Vegas Hotel, Graceland, sweet young daughter and million friends, old friend, you touched my heart today. If I listen real close in the still of the night, I can hear your voice saying you're alright. Close my eyes, open my...
Elvis was entombed in Forest Hill Cemetery's first mausoleum, built in 1915, next to his mother, Gladys. 8 men were chosen to carry the king to his resting place at Forest Hill Mausoleum, Memphis, USA. The pallbearers that served at Elvis Presley's funeral were Lamar Fike, George Klein, Joe Esposito, Dr. Nicopoulos, Gene Smith, Billy Smith, Charlie Hodges and Jerry Schilling. They would not stay there for long. Just 9 days later, 3 men were arrested for attempting to remove Elvis's body from his resting place. The family demanded that Elvis's body be moved to Graceland, where they had initially wanted him to be buried, but couldn't as the grounds were not zoned for a burial. On September 28, legal permission was given to relocate the coffin to Graceland. Even though Elvis is no longer with us, his music lives on. He remains an icon and will always be the king of rock and roll. Elvis would have been 88 years old on January 8 this year. Gone but never forgotten. Elvis will be forever in our hearts.